All right, we're in Lumberton at Main Street Veterinary Clinic talking to Dr. Jenna Hunter and get our pet tip of the week. And you know what I want to talk about this week is cats and their clawing. What do you do to prevent it, or is there anything we can do?
Well, there are, but a lot of it takes preferably starting at a young age, right when you first get that kitten, and then sticking with everything and getting them into good habits. Therefore, we may not always have to go to that extreme of doing a declaw or something else.
Yeah, probably a good idea to not have leather furniture. That's probably the worst. But they love to claw the couch.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't matter if it's leather or not. Leather just looks worse on all of us, but yeah. I've had plenty do the cloth and you name it. So.
Well, let's start with that. What can we do to prevent them from doing that?
Right, and that's where you just look at being real consistent and giving them things to do. We talked about originally about there's all sorts of scratching posts. So you don't just want one in your big house. You want them all over the place.
Okay.
So you give the cats that, hey, I've got this need. You might even want to put one near that couch to where we want to go towards that. There are products called like Cat Attract that will make a cat maybe want to go to that that item versus, you know, the couch. Mm-hmm. So having plenty of things for them to scratch on is number one. Yeah. Other thing is deterrence. What do you do when you see them happening? I always recommend on my kitties, even indoor ones, for a while, keep a collar with a bell. That bell rings, we perk up and we realize the cat's on the move, watch out. And if you see them going towards that couch and starting that scratching, have a squirt gun handy. Something that makes loud noise, like a mini air horn or a soda can full of change, or if you have a high-pitched voice and you can go, you know, and that gets your cat attention, you just have to be consistent to stop it before the behavior occurs to make sure that they try not to keep doing it.
I like that homemade air horn. That was good.
Thank you.
No. Do you still tell a cat no like you do a dog and pop them on the nose maybe?
If you're close by and you can do that, you know, absolutely a little light tap on the nose or poking on the booty or something like that, just because that'll distract them and they don't like to be poked on their backside. So just poke them and say no.
Okay. So the water bottle works pretty good though. Just a quick spray and they run off, I'm sure.
Absolutely. They're like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Okay, that's a good one. Now let's talk about like other measures like declawing a cat or trimming the nails.
Right. When you tried all those and it's just not working, then, you know, of course, keeping the nails short regularly may sometimes avoid them having to go to that scratching needs all the time. That's why they do that, to exfoliate those nails. Okay. But there are the options, of course. There's a declawing, which is where the end of the toenail is totally removed. There's things called soft paws, which are like fake nails for cats. Oh. They can last on a cat anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months, and you can actually put them on at home. It's just using a little nail glue, and you stick this little cap on the end of those toenails. And then there's another procedure where you just cut the little tendons where the cats still have their claws, so they can still kind of defend themselves. They just can't extend them out to scratch that couch, chair, whatever it is.
Right. You do all that here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, good stuff, good advice from Dr. Jenna Hunter. Now we'll go check on our pet of the week. Now this past weekend, the pets at the shelter in Lumberton were taken to the Village Creek Festival, where a few got adopted, but there's still others. If you'd like to take one of these furry friends home, you can call 755-2650 and ask for animal control.